So we're going to be learning how to install the protective style by ourselves and making sure that we optimize on the protective style. This is 01:37. We started at 21 hours and we're still going. And at 22, I set my watch to see if it's a workout. Total calories burnt, 1,000 calories. So do your hair and burn some fat. Hi everyone, if you're new, this is Naturally FRIZZ. In today's video, we're going to be talking and doing protective styling. So the protective style should be that which will bring you good than harm. And if you want to hear all those details, please make sure you stay up to the end of the video, because at each stage I talk and give you my details. But before we go into it, make sure you hit subscribe and tap on the bell button so that each time I upload a new video you get notified. So let's get started. So I have washed my hair, I've deep conditioned it, and now before I put it in braids, it needs to be very well moisturized, and then I need to seal in the moisture so that even as I am protecting the hair, it's not dry. My hair is still almost maybe 90% dry. I will be putting Quench leave-in conditioner. So this is what I like to do to put my hair in a protective style. I like to make sure that the hair is very well moisturized and sealed. Then I'll be using Super Ego by Theravada. Just make sure I scalp massage, since they say it's good for the scalp. And then we're going to seal with shea butter. We're going to put a generous amount. We're putting it on the ends because I don't want it to add to the build-up on the scalp. So nice and sealed. So I will work in sections. I think I will start with the front so that if I don't manage to finish when I'm tired, at least I can cover the hair. Okay, so we'll work with this section first. I will be putting more shea butter in a praying motion just to make sure that all the strands are nicely sealed, especially the ends, like that. So I'll be using Darling. It's got black here and at the bottom it's green. Darling 1/0 green Yaki Braid. I'm hoping I can use less than 9. So this is how green it is. What in the world do I want to do? Green? Anyway, it won't be right under my face. It will be like this. I actually bought gray, white. Is it white or gray? And I also bought this, but I asked people to vote in the house and everybody went for green. So we'll see. So what I do is I get like this, and then I do this. So this section is bigger than this other one. Then I'll cross them like that. So why this one was smaller was because we wanted to make sure that when we cross them like this to make them 3, they will almost be the same size. I think these will not be very big, and then I will I'll get this section, split this hair in 3. So I hold the hair like this, it's in 3, and then I put the section that I want to braid there. Then I get this where it's crossing to make it touch the scalp like that, and then I split the hair in 3 like that, and then I start braiding, holding together with the wig like that. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. So when one is almost finishing, I borrow from the other section, and then I go on. Yeah, so we're done with one, but I think this looks big, so I might need to reduce the size. Yeah, so when people are inserting the box braids, this is where they pull. I'm not going to pull on myself because I don't intend to stay very long with them. So I'll try to stay with them for maybe 4 weeks. I don't want to have too many wigs in the head. So what I'll do, the front section is what I'll make smaller, and then the back I'll make them big. Yeah, so I showed you the one where I split my hair in 3, but that one is a bit difficult, especially when you're doing your own hair. It's a bit of a challenge to pick the third part for this back one, but you can have 3 and then you split your hair in 2 like so. Instead of splitting this in 3, you just split it in 2, so that you do this and then split here 2 sections, braid there, and then you pick this other section that without hair. It's a bit easier because you don't have to start looking for hair behind. It's not like when you split in 2, it won't be strong. It will be just as strong as when you use 3. So when I reach somewhere here, my arms start to pain because I'm pulling. It's more like a workout. So I bring it down like that, and then I hold like that, and then I start braiding from down. At least there's not much work on my part. Then start braiding going downwards. So you make sure you smooth as you go down so that the hair does not come out. You need to pay attention that no hair remains, because you can make a mistake, you braid and then your hair remains outside like that. You have to make sure that everything is lying flat, smooth. So my hair is ending somewhere here. I have to make sure that it does not show or it does not remain protruding. Normally, I would leave halfway so that I put as many in my head, but then I can't leave it here because that's where my hair ends. So I need to go further down to bypass my hair. So this one has become too thin. We need to borrow from the other section. Unlike when you're dealing with just hair, you are not encouraged to borrow because it creates tangles. But now with wigs, it's a different situation. You have to borrow for it to reach the end. There's no twirling around with this. Okay, so we've done 4 and we're not pulling. Remember, this is a protective style, so we want to make sure that the hair goes under nicely protected. That is why I'm adding shea butter to it. I don't want it to end up being dry, so I will do again so that you see the difference. So I separate the hair. So this one is slightly bigger than this one because this one they'll hold together since we're doing 3 strands. So you see, when I put them together, they become almost the same size, this, and this, because I made this one smaller and we're braiding like this. So now let me show you what I meant when I said when you split the hair in 3, because these are 3. So I will hold it like this, come behind like that. So when I come to hold the hair here, if I'm splitting 3, I will get one section here, hold it with this other section, and then separate even here again, hold this section, and this hair goes behind like that. So this hair that I've taken behind, I have to look for it here. Sometimes you may miss it. So you see, it's a bit difficult for me to start looking for the hair that is behind, but you have to make sure you find it so that you don't leave it. And you find as you are looking for it, you end up getting the wig from the other strand. So you start braiding like that. Anyway, it's not that difficult, but I just find it easier to split the hair in 2 than to split it in 3. So let's go back to the splitting 2 strands of hair. So you try as much as possible to make the hair equal. So then I hold it like this, take it behind, and then I come here, then split my hair in 2, look for the wig behind, and braid. Looks like this is my workout. I hope I'm going to have tight arms by the time I'm done with this hair. So I started doing my hair at 21 hours. I know that most people know how to finish this side, but it's the planting that most people don't know. So just a little trick for you to do is that when you're doing it yourself especially, we will get the hair like that. These are 3, we'll put it under here, and then when we come, we separate the hair in 2. The thumb here is pressing on the wig behind. So the thumb is pressing on this wig here. So you go like that, and you come back to pick like that. I'm already feeling that I've got something, so I need to do my trick. I need to make sure I get more hair than the wig so that I have fewer of the wigs. So behind, like somewhere here in the middle, that's where I'll be getting bigger chunks of hair because they'll be hiding here. I'm already tired. This is 01:37. We started at 21 hours and we're still going. And at 22, I set my watch to see if it's a workout because I was complaining about my arms paining and it being a workout. So I thought, why don't I set it up as a workout and then we see what happens. I didn't do the first 1 hour when I did the first section, so the rest of the hair I've taken 3 hours 20 minutes. Active calories burnt 792, total calories burnt 1000 calories. So do your hair and burn some fat. So we'll see how many calories I would have burnt by the time I finish doing my hair. I'm making my parts very small in front, but behind I'm really making them big, as in I'm getting more hair. So now here I need to make big ones. I need to be getting more hair. I honestly didn't think I was going to finish tonight. So we've taken exactly 5 hours to just install and plait up to somewhere here. I'll be finishing off the ends off camera, and then I'll be dipping them in water, and then I'll show you the finished look. You have to be patient, and it's a workout. In 4 hours I've burnt 1,400 calories. So do your own box braids and burn some fat. Yay! So the beauty with doing the box braid by yourself is that you don't pull on yourself, meaning you're not going to yank your hair out. And to make sure your hair is clean, deep conditioned, well moisturized, and then you put your leave-in conditioner, your oil. But oil for me is never enough. I always have to add whipped shea butter. I don't put the shea butter on the scalp, but I put it onto my hair because I don't know, I feel like that would add to dirt, if you like. So as with the products, you can use whichever products you want. So the secret to good protective styling is that you need to make sure your hair, one, is clean, and you've used a good shampoo that will not leave your scalp dry or give you dandruff because you're going to be scratching. 2, you need to deep condition your hair. Your hair has to be deep conditioned so that it's nice and soft and what can I say, is it malleable or something? Yeah. And then you need to further add some moisture, and then you need to make sure that that moisture is sealed in. So you use your oil or your whipped shea butter. I used both. I put oil, and then after the oil, that's when I put my whipped shea butter. So yeah, that's basically what I do. And as I braid, if I notice that it's dry, I still go back to spritz with some water, and then I add some more shea butter. So it's up to you. You need to feel your hair, but you can't expect that to be done to you at the salon. They'll try to do that, but not everyone is that patient. That's why it took me 6 hours to install the box braids, because I was making sure that I do all those steps so that my hair is nicely protected for me to optimize the protective style. Yeah, that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please make sure you give it a like, and please make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification button, and invite friends. Please share, it will help me a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and bye. See you in the next video. We are happy with our box braids.